In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make your outfits better and wear more of your clothes with this one really simple, easy styling formula. So one thing I found after working with thousands of women over the last 17 years, a lot of these women face the same struggle. They have a hard time putting outfits together. They're not really sure what works. They don't really know what's missing from their closets. And one thing I have found that can lead to this struggle is someone that has a lot of statement clothes and not a lot of foundation pieces. So when you look through their closet, maybe there's a lot of prints, there's a lot of color, there's a lot of silhouettes that aren't streamlined. And while those pieces are really fun and can really reflect your personal style, it's also important to have those more versatile basic foundation pieces that maybe don't seem as fun or don't seem as interesting, but that's what's going to help you put together and style the pieces that are more statement pieces, that are those fun pieces, and make it easy to put outfits together. So when I'm talking about a statement item, what does that actually mean? When we think of statement pieces, we can look in our closet and see what are the things in our wardrobe that maybe there's print that are maybe a brighter color or not a neutral color for you, or there's a piece that has a little bit more of an interesting detail or an exaggerated silhouette. Maybe it's something with a big sleeve or something with a lot of volume or something that feels a little bit more on trend versus something that's more streamlined and classic. So about 20 years ago when I started this style journey, I really had a hard time putting outfits together. I really didn't know what my style was. I didn't know what I was missing. And when I started to learn about having a foundation in my clothes, when I started to learn about how to style things and find ways to make outfits work that I felt good in, a big part of that was really looking at my wardrobe, seeing the clothes there, and figuring out how much of those pieces were statement things and how much of those pieces were more basic, versatile items. And at that time, when you would look at my closet, I would say 80% was more of the statement, the fun pieces, things with interesting details or interesting prints, fun colors, and I had very few basics, very few foundational pieces. So when I would go to wear these statement items, I didn't really have much to pair them with. I didn't have things to make a full outfit out of them. Now I have more foundation, solid, neutral, streamlined pieces that I can easily mix and match with other things, mix and match with prints or statements in my closet. And about only 10% of my wardrobe is more of statements. Now, if you're someone that really enjoys statements, that feels like that's part of your style, then maybe you're gonna have more statement pieces than I do. But you definitely want to make sure that you have those basic foundation, neutral, solid pieces in streamlined silhouettes as well, so that you have something to style those more statement pieces with. And one thing to note is that your statement pieces aren't supposed to be versatile. They're most likely not going to be something that you're going to wear as often as your more solid, neutral pieces. And they're not meant to be. And that's okay. Your statement pieces are for that more interesting or fun element that you want to bring into your outfits. But there are definitely ways to create outfits and create an easy formula to style some of those statement pieces so that you will wear them as often as possible. So one thing you want to think about is when you're either putting together outfits for the day, or maybe you put your outfits together for the week, you set aside a time every week to do that. When you are putting intention into your outfits, you want to think about starting with one item. Let's say I'm getting dressed in the morning. Maybe I do want my outfit to have a little bit more of a statement piece or have some more of an interesting element to it. I'm going to choose something that does have either a graphic, or maybe it's a print, or maybe it's more of a color than something that's more neutral. So starting your outfits by choosing one item, choosing that statement piece, choosing the thing that's a little bit more bold, a little bit more colorful, maybe has a print, maybe it has some kind of interesting fabric or texture like a faux leather. Starting your outfit with that item first, and then looking at the other pieces in your closet. What can you start to pair with that piece that's going to make the outfit feel more cohesive and it's going to work with the statement piece? And because statement pieces tend to be more bold or stand out more, they're a statement, you want to think about everything else in your outfit being more neutral and minimal. That could be a more streamlined silhouette or a more neutral, solid color, but that's what's going to really help that one thing pop while everything else can still work with that statement piece. So thinking of this outfit formula, picking one item, picking your statement, whether that's going to be a top, a dress, maybe it's a colorful shoe, maybe it's a big chunky bracelet, or another statement earring, but something that's gonna stand out about your look. And then having everything else around that be more minimal, be more neutral, and actually be more of your basic foundation pieces. So one easy way I love to style my more statement pieces, I'll wear one of my floral print dresses that I love and that really resonates with me. I'll pair it with something like this knit structured cardigan, and I'll style it with a boot to again make the one statement piece, the dress in this print in these colors, to make that stand out. But for everything else to be more neutral, to be in a more streamlined silhouette, it's not overwhelming my look, but it's actually creating this interesting little bit of pop, this little bit of print that stands out, but everything else is pretty streamlined and neutral so that it actually is an easy outfit formula. And for me, also styling something like a really chunky bracelet, for my style, which is typically more minimal, more classic and streamlined, if I'm gonna wear a chunky bracelet, that's gonna really stand out for me. So I'm gonna, again, keep everything else in my outfit pretty neutral, pretty minimal and classic. That's what really helps to build this outfit. So if I'm in the mood, I wake up and I really want that statement bracelet, I'm gonna put that on and then I'm gonna think about what are the other pieces that are gonna work with this, but just choose the one and keep everything else in my outfit pretty neutral and streamlined. Because I'm someone that does have a little bit of edgy style as my personal style, I do love wearing a fun graphic tee. But again, I'm gonna think about wearing that graphic tee with a more streamlined neutral bottom, with shoes that, again, they're not a statement on their own. They kind of work with the outfit. And if I'm gonna put a layer on, it's also gonna be in a neutral color. And not that it's impossible, but it's gonna be really hard to style something that has a graphic on top with a print on the bottom. I've seen people do this and it looks great. And if they feel good in it, then absolutely. But if you're someone that's having a little bit more struggle with your clothes and putting outfits together, or for you having more than one statement feels like too much for your style, like it does for me, then try working with this easy formula. Just have one statement for your outfit and keep everything else pretty streamlined and minimal. I also love doing a statement as a pop of color on my shoes. I think that's a really fun and easy way to add a little bit of interest to an outfit. And for me, it's away from my face. I don't like to wear a lot of bright colors by my face. It's just not what I feel best in. It's not what I feel confident in. But wearing a red shoe, say with something more streamlined, minimal, something more neutral on the top, it's a really fun way for me to express my style, to have that one statement element that pops, and to really have fun with my outfits. Bringing in a statement through your accessories is also a fun way if you're someone that maybe your style is more minimal. Maybe you are more into neutrals, you don't really like colors or prints, but maybe you're interested or curious to bring in some statement pieces. But again, if it's something that you're not as comfortable with, start with something that's away from the face. That's something, maybe it's more on your feet or something on your bottom half. Maybe it's a skirt that has a print or that's a fun color, or it's an accessory. That's a really easy way to put together a look with this formula. And another way I love to bring in a little bit more of a statement piece into my outfit is with fabric. Now again, because I do love a little bit more of a minimal style, a little bit more classic style, for me, wearing something like faux leather or real leather is a great way to bring in a little bit of statement. Even if it's in a neutral color or a more streamlined silhouette, the fabric choice is the statement for me. So I love pairing something like these faux leather pants with a really simple, classic, streamlined top. I think it's just a fun way to have that element of interest in your outfit and keeping everything else pretty simple and minimal. So I hope today's video gave you some new ways to look at your clothes and style your outfits. And maybe you realize that you have a closet full of statement pieces and you need to bring in some more basics or foundation pieces. Or maybe your closet is full of all neutrals and solids, but if you want to bring a little bit more interest, maybe you're gonna think about bringing in one or two statement pieces that it could be, again, just something like a simple color in a shoe. It could be something as simple as a fabric choice or even a silhouette. But this is an easy formula that I hope was helpful for you to start thinking about how to put together your outfits with the clothes you have, and also maybe start looking at your wardrobe in a different way. So thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week.